Today we're going to be doing a deep cord cleanse on any narcissist to your life. All you need to do is consent, and then I'm going to be doing a Reiki ball cleansing to where I'm going to be placing some symbols from Reiki as well as some rune protection symbols to protect your aura. All you need to do is consent or nod your head yes. We also are going to be cutting cords to any lower vibrational energies, as well as malefic magic, destiny swapping, and gentrification. We're going to be doing a lot in this session today. So if you feel like your energy is being pulled in different directions, or if you feel like, certain roads in your life have been closed down, that means somebody may have casted from their own jealousy or envy the evil eye to you. Any ill will that they harbored towards you or against you may have manifested as a blockage in your love life, or to block a job opportunity or an opportunity of you meeting somebody, or even blocking you from, that temperance card. So right now I'm going to be taking out gentrification magic with my labradorite. Labradorite is a multifaceted crystal and stone. Let me actually light some dragon's blood because I feel like we need this right now. I'm going to be lighting some dragon's blood, and then I am also going to be doing the rattle because I want to move any stagnant energies away from you, and I want you to feel, more connected to yourself and more free, and just cut off any toxic contacts that may be sucking or siphoning your energy. So we use this because, it helps protect. It's multifaceted, just like this here. Right now I'm just going to be clearing any type of stagnant energy, moving that energy around your aura, getting it around off of your aura, getting it away from you with any type of energy siphoners, any type of energy parasites trying to steal your good energy and use it, because they were not born with a source code or a godlight, and they will often intrude on your energy, and they will know that they're not welcomed and not liked, but they will keep trying because they are energy vampires, or they don't have any energetic boundaries. They don't have, a conscience. They're basically energy sociopaths to the point where they will just take and take and take, okay? And it is not up to you to feed vampires, you guys. It is not up to you. This is not your energetic responsibility. Your energetic responsibility is to make sure your aura is healed, protected, to make sure you're okay in your mental health, okay? What energy vampires will do is they will go in and they will try to rage bait you. They will do things purposely to try to set you off and bring out a god or a goddess rage out of you, so they could take that energy or that emotion and then use it to their advantage, okay? They're energy thieves. So we want to cut their, how they steal and siphon energy off. Cut off their supply to your energetic field, into your aura. And they will create a lot of obstacles and problems in your life, and they will try to stop you from succeeding because they're jealous, they're secret competition with you, or they want you to stay right there so they could keep stealing and siphoning your good energy so they could use it for their everyday lives, even though they don't really have goals or have anything to look forward to or anything like this. So lots of energy vampires, they do stuff like that, you guys. So doing lots of shaman rattles today. I'm doing some crystal tap as well. And then I'm going to be pulling out any negative cords mentally, because Labradorite helps in your dream states, as well as it helps with your cognitive functions in your brain and how you concentrate. Energy vampires will try to steal all of your energy, and they will try to have all of the attention on them. They will try to fake their whole life to the point where it's so superficial that they will fake who they are to get what they want out of you. They will thieve your energy. Okay, they will wear this mask or this facade so that, you know, what they do is they suck the energy. So they try to suck the attention of the people that they see care and love for you to them. And then they also have lots of delusions. They're not in touch with the reality. And then they have delusions of grandeur, to where like they play themselves up. And, you know, it's always like not and ever like what it seems. So it's just like, it's like a play, and you're like on the outside watching these people, and you're just like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? And like, you know that it's a show, you know it's a facade, you know it's a mask, you know what I mean, you know it's delusions of grandeur, you know something is wrong. Because if somebody walks around and they try to, you know, take your blessings or destiny swap their horrible poor life for your goddess or god birthright, okay, it's really wrong. And they do that. They will see the way people love you, then they'll try to block that person from seeing you in the way they originally see you, and then they will try to manipulate the person, so they'll create love blockages. Or, you know, if you have a car, they'll throw away your important paperwork to try to sabotage you from selling the car, or just, you know, trying to sabotage something. Or if they know that you need the car, and then they'll block you from going grocery shopping or to a job interview. These are what energy vampires do, trust me, okay? So we are going to remove and cut these cords, okay, from energy vampires. It is not up to you to feed them what they want. It is up to you to make sure your aura is sealed, protected, you know, that you're doing your life's purpose every day and you're using it productively. Okay, like me, I am a shamaness and a creatrix. I create videos. I'm a deep energy worker and healer. And part of my life's purpose, and I'm so much more than that, part of my life's purpose is to, you know, go in, I'm a Reiki master teacher, and cut cords and cleanse you guys. I also am a claircognizant, which is psychic knowing. I'm a clairsentient, psychic feeling, and a clairvoyant, which is visionary psychic, and a telepathic, and an HSP. I am an animal empath, a baby empath. I'm an empath, to where energy vampires will come in, they will see my light, my talents, my gifts. Their spirit guides will show them, you know, okay, she's strong, she's powerful, like you need to latch onto her light, you need to leech onto her environment and just keep taking the energy, to the point where like they will try to produce blockages and intrude on your aura and your energy. And they will have no boundaries and no consideration, and then they will literally try to ruin different avenues of your life and then blame you for it. It's very toxic and abusive. This is what energy vampires do. So I'm going to just be doing deep cord cuttings here with my orgone domes, because I'm going to be getting negative energies out of you, okay? To the point where like the energy vampires will try to suck your chi life force energy. They will try to take people from you. They'll try to take people away from you. They'll try to take the attention away that person uses to love you or to give to you, and they'll try to put it onto them, because they're jealous, they're insecure, you know, they have delusions, or they're demented, or whatever the fuck is wrong with them. Because obviously, like, you're not going to be seeing high vibrational, you know, light workers, spiritual warriors, goddess incarnates, even fallen angel incarnates, to go around and ruin people's lives and sabotage people's opportunities or their lives, or close their roads down. You're only going to see a low vibrational, like, energy parasite or energy vampire doing this, okay? This is what they do. They feed. And like I said, no one has the right to feed on your energy. Okay, you have to have very incredible, strong spiritual boundaries, to where you know, you keep your boundaries up, you keep safe and protected, because the whole goal of the energy vampire is, since they were not born with a source code or a godlight, they will try to suck that energy and use it for their everyday use, even though they don't have goals. They're just energy leeches. Okay, and then what they will do is, some of them will be like con men, and they will literally try to paint you out to be the villain. Okay, because you know their own secrets are the skeletons in their closet, and then they will try to literally paint you out to be the villain and have groups of people engage in attacking you for them, which is narcissistic bait, narcissistic abuse, narcissistic triangulation, to where these people will all see you in one light, or they will paint you out to be someone really bad, and then before you know it, the whole community comes against you. Okay, and then you start becoming a targeted individual, just because they don't agree with your spiritual beliefs, or just because they're jealous of you, whether it's your looks or your talents that were God-given, you know, that the gods gave to you, or whatever it may be. Just remember that it is not your fault, and help is available, and you have to keep your energy clear and your mentality, your mental health clear of this, because energy parasites will go in there and they don't have an aura that's a rainbow or colors. Energy vampires' auras are bleak or gray, they're black. They don't have natural energetic light or energetic imprints, to where they have to get into your aura and steal your good energy. And they will take it for, I don't know, going to the gym, going surfing, going to work, or whatever the hell they do. They literally will not have any type of identity for themselves, and then they'll try to like siphon, you know, the person that they're obsessed with identity. A lot of energy vampires get obsessive, okay, and then they leech onto you and they're obsessed with the person. It's like a predator to prey thing. You know, they get obsessive and then they try to take your whole identity and then paint you out to be the villain, and then take your whole persona on for themselves, so they are seen and liked. You know, and they will try to take everything from you, especially if, you know, they've reproduced other energy vampires, and they'll try to come up against you, and they'll be like energy leeches and energy parasites, to the point where you cannot let this happen. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be using my spirit quartz around your aura now, and I'm going to be just taking out more negative energy from what these energy leeches do, to the point where they're energy freeloaders. Okay, they're freeloaders, and they'll freeload, and then they'll turn the tables and try to make it seem like you're the freeloader, but you're the light worker, or you're the goddess incarnate, or the god incarnate. This is what energy vampires do. And most of all is because of their own, it stems from their own inadequacy and their own insecurities. And then they try to make you feel the way that they're feeling inside. That's why they do it, because they're trying to get your good energy, your goddess or godlike energy for them. And then they're trying to pass off their low vibrational energy, whether it's sadness, heaviness, depression, even anger, rage, hatred, just those lower vibrations. They're trying to pass it on to you. So you have to really keep your energy defenses high. They will try to ruin your whole life. They will try to have, you know, just these very false, superficial, on the surface level connections that aren't deep at all. And then they'll try to make you feel a certain way. Like, they'll try to make you feel inadequate, or, you know, they'll try to make you feel, because what they do is they try to just take your good energy and they try to produce an emotional upset, so they can feed off of that. They will even feed off of your fear. They will feed off of your frustration. They will make you angry like them, especially if you're an energy sponge, if you're an empath and you feel this, or if you're a claircognizant and you have psychic gifts and psychic feeling. Okay, that's clairsentience, I'm sorry. Claircognizance is psychic inner knowing. But if you have a gift of clairsentience, the vampires will try to come up and they will literally try to make you feel the way that they're feeling inside. And you really have to watch your energy and always always keep your defenses up, or else, you know, they could slip through in those leaks, and then they could really try to, you know, siphon you, and they could even energetically attack you where they go into you and then they produce these like mental hooks, these spiritual hooks even, and then they will try to attack you, and then you'll wake up with different pain in your body, and then sometimes you'll mistake this pain for like stored trauma pain, but it was an energetic attack from, you know, a spiritual warfare attack from a vampire parasite. So we're going to just be cutting these nasty little like negative energy parasites, like disgusting energy parasites out of your aura, because that's exactly what, you know, we're up against. And it could be a lot of them. Like, I'm seeing lots of cords. I'm seeing gray cords, bleak cords, and they're very like noodly, like really teeny, like noodly hooks, to the point where you don't need this in your aura, okay? We need to have you safe and protected and nurtured, and you be cocooned with the light that was given to you, okay? Some of us have come to this planet to be spiritual warriors and spiritual protectors and spiritual protectresses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just keep, you know, shaking out bad negative energy. And then we're going to use our big, this has big power in it. And we are going to call our power back to us with this. This is a beautiful citrine point. I call all of my energy and my power and my goddess-given energy back to me. I call all of my energy back to me from energy parasites, energy vampires, reptilians, alpha draconians, or any type of witch or any type of soul who has siphoned or taken my energy wrongfully through energetic thieving, energetic theft. I call my rightful goddess, God, birthright back to me. 3 times 3 times 3, as I will it, so will it be. And then they will try to, they will start getting intimidated when you call your power back to you, to the point where they will start to get angry, and you'll feel this in the vibrations around you if you're a clairsentient. They will literally start getting really fucking mad, and just like, you know, you'll feel it, no matter how bad they try to like mask it. They will, you will feel the energy, you'll feel it. Okay, because energy never lies. You know, it never lies. So we are going to, and you know they're energy vampires, so they will try to take your calm energy and they'll try to pass off like a really sharp or a very anxious energy onto you, and then try to make you look like you're crazy. A lot of energy vampires will gaslight you to the point where they will also come up against you and rage bait you, and then they'll tape you, and then they will show it to people in their circle, or just people to turn, you know, other people against you and be like, oh, she has problems. And at this point, at first it's a serious matter, but after you've been targeted for so long, okay, and this is what I am doing right now, you guys. So this, after you've been targeted for so long and you just kind of, you know, survive their attacks and their spiritual warfare that, you know, they try to pass off onto you, it just becomes laughable, to the point where you're just like, okay, like that, they're always going to be like an energy freeloader parasite, like they're always going to be like that, you know what I mean? They're never going to grow beyond what they are, because they can't. You know, they're just stuck in like who the fuck they are. That's not your problem. So we're just going to keep cutting cords. And they'll do things to try to rage bait you purposefully, to the point where they try to chase you away, they try to intimidate you, you know, and make you feel a certain way. But once you catch on to their game and what they're doing, it's just like, okay, you ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's really not even a big deal anymore. And I'm also going to be doing something for us. Writing on this. Which they will try to use tactics to, you know, scare you away, scare you to a different environment, you know, try to make, you know, steal like what is not rightfully theirs and their birthright, to where you have to do, you know, protection on leaves, and you could write your intention on leaves, or, you know, my friend actually enlightened me. It was my ex-boyfriend. He told me about vampires, and his people did, you know, I'm a high priestess, so his people did a lot of spiritual protection around me. To the point where, hang on one second, you guys. To the point where I received my warriors, and I also am a high priestess. Like, I received my, you know, high priestess crowning, to the point where, like, I am just spiritually protected. Okay. So I'm going to be taking off negative energies with this Shiva's Eye Gate, Evil Eye. Do not allow energy vampires to make you feel any type of way, or to create any energetic interferences, or to do energy theft on you. It is not your responsibility to give them your energy. Don't even give them an emotional response. Gray rock the shit out of them. This is what I've fucking learned. Energy vampires will be sociopathic. They will have no consideration, and they will try to take from you. Or they'll try to ruin your life in different avenues. But if you stand strong, and you're a chosen one, they can't mess with you. They can't fuck with you no more. No matter what they do. They're energetic bullies, and they're energetic abusers, and energetic freeloaders, and energy thieves. So I'm just going to be doing a really huge deep cord cutting here for you guys, because I feel like you need it. In the collective today, I'm also going to be pulling some cards, if you guys don't mind, because this is another gift of mine. So what I'm going to be doing is, it is very hot out today. It's almost 80 degrees with the sun out. It feels like it's 84 degrees outside. It feels very hot. I'm going to be using my Universal Weight Tarot. And we're going to be doing a reading for the spiritual collective. So, what is the message for the spiritual collective. So yes, you are going to be coming into abundance with your spirit spouse or your soulmate or even a new karmic partner, as well as a twin flame. So if you see this, this is the 10, okay, which is completion. It's success in relationships. You see someone smiling. It could be success in family life or success in a union of love that involves a blended family somewhere in the line. You see the child, the animals, and then you see an elder, and then you see a sister and a brother, or you see a couple, and then you see a castle, and she's very pleased and happy. So you're going to be coming into true, authentic partnership soon. And I don't just mean basic, superficial companionship, like, you know, on the surface, just to keep someone around you, just to have someone. This is not a codependent or light karmic relationship. This is going to be a deeper connection. This is going to be a deeper commitment to love. Somebody is going to come and do love confessions to you very soon. And so it is. Okay. Let's do some more card pulls with this deck. Finally, I was waiting for that to come out. And then this like twisted over. So these are like the 2 of Cups, okay, which is love, but this didn't fully fall out. Okay. So the Queen of Pentacles, okay, so this could be a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. So it's going to be somebody who is going to have security. So it's somebody who is going to have you living right. Maybe you want a soft life, somebody who can give you a better life, or, you know, maybe it's you focusing on your coins so you can give yourself that life, and, you know, you could be independent. But I see that there's things from the past that you still, like, it's like remnants of the past that you still, you know, are nostalgic about, to the point where you have to let that past go, and you have to let old patterns, old habits, even old actions go, so you can get into this energy of drawing on in your person and what you want, okay? I just want to do a couple more pulls here. Okay, my spirit guides are showing me to use this deck right here. Okay, it's a very powerful deck, because I'm seeing that, okay, I know they say cuffing season's in winter, but I'm seeing like a lot of the collective, springtime, you know, it's blooming new relationships and new soulmates, and even a new set of twin flames are coming in, you guys, this season. So we're going to see exactly what else the spiritual collective has in store. And if you guys need any personal readings or personal cord cuttings, you know, I'm an energy worker. I am a clairsentient, a clairvoyant, a claircognizant, a clairaudient, to the point where, you know, I will gladly do an energetic cord cleanse, cord cutting. I could do fluffing your aura. I could do Reiki hand movements, ASMR. I also do tarot and oracle readings. I am a goddess incarnate, so I am a spiritual being. I'm a warrior. I'm a priestess. So So if you guys need any work done spiritually, I am your spiritual worker. I will leave the link to my email, and as well, I am open to receiving donations for energy exchange, because this is, you know, I'm giving my energy, giving free readings, doing free energetic cord cuttings. So if you want to donate to me, I am open to receiving equal energy exchange donations for my services. Spirit guides show the collective what they need to know. There we go. Which this tried to come out earlier. So you need to get in touch with your shadow side. Okay, so your shadow side is like your subconscious dreams, urges, desires, and you know, it's okay to get in touch, and you could even do a shadow journal. You know, what do you truly desire in life? What are some of your urges, your desires, and your wants on kind of like the darker side? And sometimes it's okay to even not just journal these down, but live from your shadow side, okay? Living from your shadow side is invigoratingly free. It explores and unleashes parts of you that society binds because of fear, that you feel like you can't do because of societal norms or people in your family. If you're in fear of, you know, them judging you for acting a certain way, you need to release these fears. You need to cut the cords on those, because this is your life. It doesn't matter who wants, you know, specifics from you or what they want out of you. You're going to live your life. You know, as human beings, we're spiritual beings on a human plane, but we were given free will. Okay, so we can do, you know, what we need to do. I'm just gonna do one more card pull. So I opened to split the deck. So right now is your time to go within, your time to really work on yourself. Okay, maybe work from that shadow journal, do a lot of shadow work, shadow healing, but also keep your endeavors and your dreams to yourself, because, you know, there's a saying. How does the saying go? It usually goes, so you're gonna have to like keep everything under wraps, okay? Because people could ruin beautiful things, and you know, as soon as somebody hears your dreams or endeavors, they're going to try to stomp on those dreams and endeavors. They're going to try to take what is yours or block you. That's why it's good to not say what you're going to do. Okay. We're just going to do a couple more card pulls here. And then we're going to do some deep cleansing work after this. And then we are going to call our power back to us. And then we are going to call on an ancient god named Klonek to help with abundance. So, okay. And right as I said this card fell out of the deck. Perfect. So you're going to really be working on manifesting abundance, or working on your coins, you guys. This is amazing. This also could be an earth sign, like a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn coming to try to sweep you off your feet, okay? So that was the reading for the collective as of now. A little bit lighter energies than yesterday. You know, the energies kind of have lifted. We're just going to be cutting cords from any negative spiritual parasites or thieving energies around you. Okay, because, you know, you may be a light worker, you may be an empath, you may have prophetess or prophecy gifts. Others may not like it. That's not their job to like it. It's your job to live out your life's purpose, okay? You're a light worker, you're an empath, you're a chosen one, you know, whether you're a twin flame or, you know, divine feminine, divine masculine, a god incarnate, a goddess incarnate. You know, you are chosen for this, and it is not up for you. It's not up to you to impress vampires or people who, you know, want something else or want something different for your life. This is your life. Okay, you don't see yourself sitting there judging them or messing with their lives or closing down their roads. It's always the chosen ones and the targeted ones who get attacked because of our gifts, because we're a high vibrational frequency. We're born of the God and the goddess light, the source code. Okay, whether you're a starseed, awakening, you know, incarnate, if you're a starseed, okay, you could be all of these. Like, literally, I've had many dark night of the souls. I'm a twin flame divine feminine. I'm a spiritual warrior. Okay, I was born as a earth angel mermaid incarnate, but then I had a fallen angel awakening. I've had several starseed awakenings. I've had a 7 others awakening. I've had, you know, just corruptive starseeds come against me, like reptilians and alpha dracos, you know, draconians. And, you know, it's not always good versus evil. It's not as basic or as simplistic as that. If you're a starseed from, like, Lemuria, you know, the lost world of Atlantis, or even the Pleiades, or Mintaka on Orion's belt, or Bellatrix, you know, and you have a lot of nurturing and light in you, and you are made of the stars and of love, there's gonna be the corruptive starseeds like alpha reptilians and alpha draconians are gonna come against you and try to fight you, okay? They're gonna try to take things away from you because they're corruptive. That's their nature. They don't know how else to be. They're never gonna change. That's who they are. So it's like, yes, sometimes you have to coexist, but sometimes, you know, you have to go in and cut the cords, you guys. This is why I tell you guys, you have to be very conscious of your intentions every day, from when you wake up to when you go to sleep at night to when you lay in bed and you stare at the ceiling or you think or whatever. You need to be in control of your thoughts. You need to be in control of your mind. It is the most important thing in this simulation of energy that we're in, because this is just a simulation, okay? If you're not good mentally, if you're not solid up here, you're not going to be solid spiritually, you're not going to be solid emotionally, you're not going to be solid physically. You need to have really clear and strong barriers around your mental health, okay? You need to. And I mean naturally. I don't mean self-medicating. I don't mean, you know, being codependent and relying on people or outside sources outside of yourself for your happiness. It is your responsibility to be healthy mentally, and it is your responsibility to love yourself. So when it's time for that true love to come, you've mastered being alone. You've mastered that solitude. You know thyself. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is to be alone, and you're rock solid to the point where, and I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about you're solid within you. Okay? Because the whole matrix of the world is built on money. Okay? Mother Earth didn't want this. This was the reptilian NWO agenda, you know, the Freemasons and the Draconians. They wanted to be the masters of the elite, the masters of power, the masters of, you know, extroverts, alpha males, alpha females. Not everyone has a personality like that. If you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk. You don't always have to be talking all the time. If you want to vibe alone and not go to that family function or just be alone, there's nothing wrong with solitude. This is where you find yourself, okay? So don't ever let anyone make you feel inadequate because they're insecure or they have issues. Usually people judge you because of their own inadequacies and their own insecurities. They will come for you because they don't understand themselves. They don't know themselves. And if they couldn't be alone for 2 seconds, to the point where they would probably lose it if they had to be alone and go through a fourth of the shit that the divine made you walk through to be the spiritual soldier that you are. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, this is me, that is them. It's something like that. You have to just have that energetic barrier of protection around your aura and just be like, you know, not everyone's going to be an alpha extrovert. Not everyone's going to have to talk all the time. Not everyone's going to have to always be loud. And, you know, this is it. That's not how it is. Like, some people, you know, are more introverted. Some people like stillness. Some people like to be calm. They don't always need to be around groups of people. That's where you find your strength and your solitude. It's important to clear negative energy out of you. Hang on, you guys. Okay. It's a vampire tried to come for my throat chakra. And he's trying to silence me, but I'm not letting him. I'm going to use this is not an appetite, this is it's not a lapis. One second, you guys. It's not a sodiolite. I'm gonna have some ginger ale, but I had this in my pack last night, and I like to hike everywhere. It's just really good for my mental health. And it's really good for your digestive tract, this. I usually like the diet one. That's, it's like white and green, but they didn't have this at the gas station, so it is what it is. But yeah, no, I'm gonna take this. This is a throat chakra clearing. This also clears you mentally from any parasite cognitive attacks. So like energy vampire or parasites or alpha draconians, reptilians, any type of more wicked, you know, not pure, you know, attackers spiritually, they will try to come and they'll try to silence your throat box. They'll try to silence your larynx, your throat chakra, to the point where you're going to speak your truth. Okay, so I'm going to do some Reiki around this. Excuse me. Canada Dry wants to come up. And I'm going to be also taking some selenite and some more black tourmaline and pulling nasty negative cords out, you guys, because I'm very telepathic, and certain beings are very telepathic with me. They can literally, no matter how far I go, I have an energetic attachment pretty much for probably, like, I don't know, almost 30 years of my life. And this person, no matter how far I go, this person will always, I don't want to say haunt me, but we have a telepathic connection to where, like, he will always pull me back. Okay, and it's always been like that because we've had a past life together where we were like together, but in this life it's like it's not like that with us. But telepathically, and it's a karmic cord, honestly, that I have been trying to cut and break for quite some time now, because I don't want this spiritual cord on me anymore. You know what I mean? It's like it's time to cut the cords, right? So, and I do it with love. I try my best to now do this with love, with no harm intended, to the point where I try. And I just feel like doing a couple more card pulls, and we're going to go back and we're going to be doing some card pulls. We're going to be doing some energy pulling, some healing today. We're just going to mix it up a little bit. We don't want everything to be so routine, everything to be so boring. Like, you know, spontaneity never hurt anybody. Like, it literally, it's the spice to life. Okay, so like literally this almost just popped out, but it didn't. So let's do more card pulls. What is the message for the collective? Okay, deception, because it's just literally turned over and almost fell out. So you have the Five of Swords, which is a deception, a deceptive energy. So somebody maybe not be telling the truth to you. Somebody may be keeping the truth to try to prevent hurting you, so they could keep a place in your life. Somebody could also just be dishonest or be doing foul things behind your back, kind of like doing you dirty, dogging you out, or like playing in your face, but like doing it to people that you know. And it's like a group of people could be hiding this from you, and it's really corruptive, you guys. And I hate when the cards say this, but I mean, they always say the truth. And this is for the spiritual collective. So this could be connected to like energy vampires, or they could be behind your back, like trying to thieve your energy or just take what is yours, what is not rightfully theirs, a form of a destiny swap. Okay. What else does the spiritual collective need to know today for today's reading? Need to know for today's reading. Okay, there we go. Okay, so somebody's watching you from social media. So we have the Page of Swords. Pages are the lurkers, the stalkers, like the ones that watch you. This could even be like a secret admirer. That's what traditional tarologists would say. So somebody could be watching you from afar. They could be watching you in your immediate environment. They could be monitoring you, like a monitoring spirit. And they could be very deceptive, because this is following the Five of Swords, and these are swords, so this is air. So it's a lot of thought form energy, okay? Lots of cognitive, like in the mind. Air signs, Gemini, okay? Hang on one second. So there's, yeah, no, lots of Geminis can be like this, honestly. Also, Libra. Okay, Libras are like this too. Not all of them, but certain ones, okay? Just very like plotting, secrecy, try to like cast like thought form negative energy onto you. I'm drawing blanks because I'm going to do my really quick, you guys. Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius, right? Gemini and Libra, the air signs. Just be careful, because it could be an air sign that could be thieving off your energy or not being completely honest with you. the other things that the collective needs to know about these types of people around them or in their life, or anything that they need to know in their life. What does the spiritual collective need to know now? Hold on, you guys, because I need to do something really quick. Feeling like negative, darker energies right now. I'm going to be doing the shaman rattle, and then we're going to be continuing pulling the cards. So we're just going to be doing some deep cord cutting now, and then we're going to be shuffling more. And we move some stagnant energies out of your aura. Thank God. So the vampires, 2 of them just left. And I've had people in my life, over the course of my life, tell me, a lot of them were ex-boyfriends, 3 of them actually, be like, why are they always around you? Why can't they ever leave? And then I had my ex-boyfriend, who's a high priest and a Babalao, be like, vampires, when he did a reading for me. I didn't even need him to tell me that, I already knew. But vampires will always, always siphon your energy, you guys. They will always steal your good energy and steal what is not rightfully theirs. I'm gonna put this in a shell, kind of like in front of you guys. I just want to empty some sage out, and then I want to continue the session. I like doing the chords simultaneously, and then I also like doing the just clean the rest of that out later. I want to start doing more of these readings. I've been trying to do readings for years. I've been trying to do a YouTube channel for readings for years. But my energy vampire nephew, he stops my readings because he will just be so loud, and he will do it like obliteratingly to where like he's obnoxiously loud, like he knows he's doing it, and he tries to like ruin things. It's like demented. So like it's just been like a trying thing. And yes, I've moved away many times. The cost of living got too high for me to afford by myself. Okay, my own mother, who he kind of brainwashed against me throughout the years, ever since I moved to hotels, and I had, you know, he makes me look bad. Him and his brother will be like, oh, well, she's got multiple baby fathers, and, you know, they've put this whole, like, villain thing on me to the point where they will, you know, they brainwashed my mother in the way she sees me, and that's not really, that's a facade. That is, like, something that they mirrored to making me be the villain. So it really is unfair, but I know that when she's not here anymore, I know that, you know, justice will be served. To the point where, like, when shit gets real for them, it's gonna get really real. Okay, he was very abusive to my children. And I mean very abusive to my children. So the Queen of Wands just popped out. So this could be somebody who, you know, is very detrimental to your mental health, and somebody who, hold on you guys, very detrimental to your mental health, very, somebody who tried to wreak havoc on your creations and the things that you loved. Okay, so this could have been a fire sign, a female, a Sagittarius, an Aries. My energy vampire nephew's an Aries. Okay, or a Leo. So somebody behind the scenes who was lurking, because you've seen that Page of Swords, they have been lurking, and they've been behind you trying to sabotage you and keep you, look what else fell out, like binded to them, so they could suck your energy and just keep making you look like the villain while they went on and lived a double life and fooled everyone. They wore that mask, that facade, and then they always had other people go after you. So these are like high-powered narcissists. These are sociopathic, narcopathic people who are demented, who have personality disorders, people who have been flying under the radar and doing things wrongful. They've been abusing their power over you. They have been, you know, shape-shifting the way other people see you, or shape-shifting your character in other people's eyes to where people see you as the villain when you really don't have bad intentions, or, you know, they've tried to attack you. Let's see what else. Trying to keep you stuck. Oh my God, you guys, look at this. Wow, this all flew out, and this ties into this card right here. So trying to keep you stuck with them so they could siphon your light. This is sad. So they could betray you, so they could make you feel heavy and sad or burdened, and take away all that you love, and try to keep you stagnant so you don't progress or grow or create. This is really pathetic, because they wanted to ruin you. They wanted to ruin love connections. They wanted to take your love away because they felt like that would damage you, and they felt like, oh, well, if I take his or her love away, they ain't going to be shit without that person's love. This is what they think. And then they try to get you vulnerable, and they try to get you weak so, you know, they can abuse you. And this is disgusting behavior. This is what abusers do. Energy thieves do this. It's disgusting. It's sick energy. To the point where they've made you so burdened. You guys have felt like you're carrying so much loads on your back, and now they've like, oh, they like kind of got you under their shoe, like, I got you right where I want you. Now what are you gonna do? You can't move away from me. You don't have the money. But the whole time they were trying to ruin your life. You guys, this happens to me. I've had my own family do this to me, you guys, and this is coming out for some people in the collective. So you're thinking you have your rods and you're about to go and take action, but, you know, and you are the Queen of Cups. So a lot of you are Cancers. Some of you may have Scorpio or Pisces placements, or this could be the group of people, which the group of people who did this to me, 2 of them are actually the signs that actually did this to me, which is fucking crazy, okay? And then they're trying to keep you from your king and from him coming forward to you. This is disgusting, you guys. To the point where your king could be, you know, a Gemini, could be a Libra, or could be an Aquarius. Those air signs, but they have you in your head and they're constantly trying to cause conflicts. Look at this. And it's fast moving to the point where like every day they'll produce a new drama for you to look bad or to take something away from you because they lack what you have and they want you to be down in your luck so they could make it look like you're the fuck up and you're the problem, but the whole time they're hiding behind this secret life or these masks, and it's wrongful. And justice will be brought upon them by the divine. You will have good news soon. There will be letters in the mail. You'll have love offers. This could be a love offer. Somebody could be watching you on social media and about to propose or tell you their feelings for you. It could be a male, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So we're just going to do some cords. Once again, cutting and pulling. And I feel like we need to light these because I don't know about you guys, but energy vampires, energy leeches, I've been around people who got away with doing bad shit their whole lives, and the justice system is so corrupt that, you know, they will just let these evil, awful people run free. And you've seen this in cases like Kaylee and Casey Anthony. It disgusts me. Okay, and this is what really disgusts me about humankind, where they let the criminals run free, and then, you know, oftentimes people will get accused of crimes that they didn't even do, and those people will be behind bars, but then the bad people will be out running free and just be screwing everyone over and doing people dirty and dogging people out and using people and just flying under the radar, getting away with it. It's wrong. So you have to really protect yourself. So like lately I've been having to light a lot of frankincense and dragon's blood. Because they will try to ruin your life and they'll try to make you like the bad guy, and they'll try to put you, they'll destiny swap you to where they'll try to put you in, you know, your own divine gifts and blessings as their own, and then have you in this trailer park trash energy that was never yours to begin with, because you're not trash, you're light, and they were trash. Is a bunch of bullshit these martyrs, these motherfuckers will try to do. And like you've seen the cards just showed all of this. I've just had some try to throw an obesity spell my way and a glamour spell my way, and it was like I had to cut those cords quick. They were wishing me, you know, they'll wish you to gain weight and they'll wish horrible things on your life. They'll wish you to lose your kids. They'll wish you just so much harm. And then when you physically give your kids to their dads to protect your kids from them, they'll be like, oh, you can't even take care of your kids, you don't even have your kids. Yeah, well, DCF didn't take them. You were literally supposed to have foster care energy, but you know, you had someone protecting you to the point where, you know, DCF never took that kid or that other kid, you know what I mean? And they will fucking destiny swap you. They will like try the destiny swap, and it happens to me to where, okay, I'm not the golden child, okay, thankfully, because if I was a golden child, I would be spoiled rotten and I would be so entitled, it would be disgusting, you know. But the golden children, like, you guys can be really evil, because you will literally, you and like the parent who favors you will be very evil. Like, do not be the person that makes the scapegoat or anyone feel like they have to skip meals, or that, you know, they can't have friends, or, you know, don't be an asshole of a person like that. So this is a selenite and this is a smoky quartz, and I'm going to be doing some cord cuttings now. And so it is.